Hello and welcome to the cave. Today I thought I'd sit down and go through a challenge that was set to me quite a while back by Lostarot from LST Plays. It was just to go through a few little questions, answer them in a relaxed sort of video, and sort of discuss bits and pieces about what I do for within YouTube, the videos that I produce, the people that I look up to, and things like that. Now, I'll be honest, it was a good while ago, and I'd forgotten about it, and that's not on, because if you say you're going to do something, you do it, and I totally forgot. Hands up, it was my mistake, and today we're going to right that wrong. So we're going to sit down and just go through a few questions that he's posed to me, and answer them for you. So at the end of it, we'll see about issuing the challenge to other people. So, let's begin. Lovely. Question 1. Favorite YouTubers? That's quite a difficult one to answer because the stuff I watch on YouTube goes across quite a lot of different genres. So I'll sort of break it up into the things I watch most often. So entertainment wise, kind of Let's Plays and things that I'm most known for doing. That would probably be the Rooster Teeth guys, Achievement Hunter, Greg Miller. I've been a fan of his work for a long time now that he's created Kind of Funny. That's fantastic, but I'd followed him through IGN and his the articles that he wrote for them. Other side of things, vlogging. Now that I'm sort of getting into that, there are a few people that I've been following there. The main one I would say would be Casey Neistat. The way he does his videos are fantastic. He just goes at it full throttle, and they're excellent. They look so fluid. They're effortless for him, and I don't know how long it's taken him to get to that stage, but my God, it's fantastic to watch. Question 2. Challenges. Ooh. The big one for me is always time. Because I don't do this as like a full-time job, I'm only starting out really. I still consider myself to be starting out, I guess. I have a full-time job. I work 9 to 5, let's call it. So finding the time to do things has always been difficult. I like to try and do most of my editing over the weekend, but sometimes that's not possible. Sometimes you've got other things on, and occasionally the week gets away from me, and I've got nothing in the hopper ready to go. I always like to keep myself about 4 or 5 videos ahead. Therefore, if something does come up during the week and I can't get what I want filmed, I've got something that I've had in the background, like part 2 of a Sniper Elite or GTA, you know, something like that. Something that I've done before, and this is just another part to it. So yeah, time is definitely the biggest challenge that I have, and I'd love to have more of it, but that's just not possible, I guess. Another minor kind of challenge, I've sort of experienced that now that I've done a bit more of the vlogging side of things, is equipment. It's difficult to know, for me anyway, what is good equipment when you're out recording. I've settled now with the Hero 5. I think the GoPro is working fantastically. I do still have issues with audio from time to time, but I am sort of correcting that. You may be able to see the microphone on my shirt there. that this is acting as a backup when the GoPro's microphone blows out due to wind and things like that. Those would be the main challenges, I would say. Question 3. Now, how long? Now, if you look at my channel, it will say 2008. That's when I signed up for a YouTube account. That's not when I actually started making videos. My first video was a quick, like, 2-minute one for, what was it? DayZ, and I was trying it out to see how the setup worked, and I actually got something decent out of it. I got chased by a zombie halfway down the beach and I got killed. That was... I'm going to say it was 2014. I'm pretty sure of that. Do you know what? I'm actually going to look it up. Here, hang on. Where is my earliest video? Yeah, there we are. DayZ Instant Karma. Let's see, where are you? You were... Wow! That's December 2012? Shit, was it really that long ago? I never even realised. So yeah, it's been that long. I was... Back then, it was the one I got out straight after that was... Saints Row, the Horde mode. And it was way back then that I decided it was going to be two videos a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I stuck to that. I did it for a full year. Yeah, I did it for a full year, and then I took about a year and a half break where I sort of rested it. I didn't have the system down properly, and it got to a stage where I was putting out videos for the sake of putting out videos. It was towards like the last maybe quarter of the videos I put out in that first year, I wasn't happy with. The way I looked at them, they were shite, and I was putting it out for the sake of putting out a video, and that's really why I stopped. I went for the year and decided that I needed to take a step back and reevaluate things, how I was doing things, plan things better, and then when I came back, I think I've done things. I think I've done things better this time. I'm not going to say right. I think there are still things I would like to change, things I would like to do better, be more prepared, but I am doing better. Question 4. A motto that I live by? Wow. One I've always sort of gone through has been it'll all work out in the end. And I do believe that no matter how bad times get, that in the end there's a purpose. You're going through these trials for a reason. Now, don't look at me like I'm preaching here, that I'm going to tell you that God has a plan for you or anything like that. I lost my faith a long time ago. I was a Christian for a very long time, and then things happened. I'm not going to go into detail on them, but yeah, I took a step back and looked at the greater picture of my life and my family, and I made the conscious decision that I no longer believe. And take that how you will. I'm not one to sit here and say that I'm not going to discourage anyone out there who does believe or anything like that. I believe that your beliefs are your own. You're welcome to them. Don't bother me with your beliefs, and I won't bother you with mine. I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong or anything like that. You're not hurting anyone. That's perfectly fine. It's when you step out of line, it's when you physically or mentally harm someone with your own beliefs, that's when it has to stop. But yes, I believe that everything works out for a reason. We don't know what it is. There is something at work. I can't say what, karma, fate, anything along those lines. But I do believe that everything works out. And I think as I've looked at how I've lived my life and how I've gone down things in my personal life, my career, YouTube, that everything has worked out. I've done things, they maybe haven't worked. I've looked back, I've corrected things, and things have gotten better. And that is true for, yes, career and personal life as well. So yes, it's not maybe a motto or anything like that, but it is something that I believe in and something that I live by. So take that as if you will. Question 6? Probably. 5 years' time. I know where I would like the channel to be in 5 years' time. Whether it will be is up for debate. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep pushing myself to do more and more things. Like the vlogs, I have always wanted to diversify the stuff that we put out on the channel, and I think we do that now. We've got the normal Let's Plays, we've got the vlogs, we've got the VR stuff, things like that. And of course I have ideas in the back of my head that I really want to do. We shall see if they come along. I really want to do tech reviews. I really want to do... Maybe I'll do game reviews. I've tried my hand at one or two, but I still don't think I'm in that sort of the right mind frame to do that, because I'm too positive about things. I don't like pointing out the negative things. I don't want to hurt people's feelings that have gone out there and worked so hard on something, and for me to sit down and go, this is a piece of shit. Granted, not a lot of people are going to see it, but I don't like that. There have been occasions where I've made videos and put them out, and people have actually come back to me. The developers themselves, two that I spring to mind, Ultimate Booster, and 1 year ago that was during IGN's Next Game Boss. What the hell was the name of that game? But they had it all planned out in this big book, and it was a space shoot 'em up. Damn if I can remember the name of it. But I put the video out, and I was sitting at home one day, and notification came up, and I went, I recognise that name. And I went into it, and it was the lead developer had stumbled across my video and was like, hey, thank you very much, because I had put out a big positive spiel on it, because I really liked the game, and honestly I wanted them to win. I thought they were excellent, and he was I kept in contact with him for a little bit over Twitter about what they were doing, and the game was fantastic. When it came out, they're doing a load of other ones at the moment. The last one they put out there was Pop-Up Dungeon, so go find them. For the love of God, why can't I remember their names? Question 7. Collaboration. I've done a few collabs over time, mostly with Lostarot over on LST Plays. If I was going to do something big, who would I like to do it with? Yeah, Kind of Funny or Achievement Hunter. Now this is we're talking about a big dream here. That's never going to happen. But if you're asking me who would I most like to work with, it would be those guys. Question 8. It's not bad. Favorite video is a hard one. Again, I'm jumping across genres here. I have two that spring to mind. If we're going Let's Plays, I really enjoyed the stuff we did for Friday the 13th during the beta. I supported their Kickstarter way back, and towards the end of last year they put out a closed beta for anyone who supported. So they gave out a key along with 4 guest keys. So it was myself, Lostarot, Skillfully, and Electress, and we jumped into the game and had so much fun on that. The game actually comes out in about a month's time, and I'm really looking forward to getting back into it. We had so much fun in that. It was absolutely brilliant. On the vlogging side of things, as I'm recording this, I have done three vlog videos, and they're in the hopper, waiting to go. The most fun I've had out of those ones has to be the first one. Excuse me. When we took that trip down to Dublin, I had planned things out. I had got grips and mounts for the camera. I was ready to go. I had both my cameras charged. I had the memory cards wiped. I was ready for this, and I had so much fun just lining up the shots, doing different bits and pieces. It was exciting. I know that sounds stupid. All I'm doing is aiming the camera at something, hitting, and then talking. But I actually got a real buzz out of it. Like we took the camera into just like a bar. Unfortunately, the shots didn't come out too well. But I was like, at the moment it's mounted on a gorilla pod. Like it's wrapped around a pole in here at the moment. But I did that in the bar, like one of their lamps, and I hung it from there, and I hit the button, and the 3 of us were just sitting at the bar, just chatting, having a drink, things like that. And I thought, yes, it's great. I can get some really good shots. And then I took it down and I stuck it somewhere else, and it was great to film. I really enjoyed that, and I really enjoyed editing it. So thank you for joining me on this. I hope some of the answers have are what you were sort of looking for. It's nice to sort of sit back and relive things. I really didn't expect that 2012 date to come up. That shocked me a wee bit, actually. But this has been great fun. Heartily encourage anyone who wants to make one of these, especially in the little Northern Ireland YouTubers community. I'm going to throw out a challenge though to Fatal Snail. A Q&A video. Doesn't have to be like this. It can be over a gameplay like Lostarot did. But I'm throwing out the challenge. Fatal Snail, same questions. It's over to you. Thanks very much for joining me, guys, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.